Hi! It's been a while. I wanted to talk a little bit about where my head is at and how I'm doing because I know it's been a little bit since I was doing a lot of content. I know it's been very on and off lately. And I sort of wanted to go over what's going on and why I haven't been streaming as much, posting as much, TikToks. I guess to start off is my health. This isn't necessarily just about burnout for me. It's like physically how I feel. I'm still having foot pain. I know I've talked about this quite a lot, but it's taking a really long time for it to get better. Part of that is just how exhausted I feel all the time. In the past 9 months, I've probably had maybe 10 to 20 days of generally good sleep, and then every other day I probably wake up minimum one, but more likely 3 to 4 times a night. I've had a sleep apnea test, multiple other tests. I've got to start doing more tests soon. They don't really know what's wrong with me, and it's just really hard in general. But a big problem that I have is that I'm just exhausted because I don't sleep, and I still have to work because otherwise I can't live. So for me, it has been a pretty constant battle this last year, and it's been over a year since I started having issues with my foot, and it just as stuff isn't getting better, it's just becoming more tolerable. I don't need to take pain meds anymore, but I have to, if it's a bad day, I do have to take them, and I still don't sleep. Specifically what it means for VR chat is the foot pain makes doing longer streams really hard, especially streams where I'm standing, so VR chat becomes harder and harder to stream. I'm not really motivated to do a VR chat, something for VR chat during the week, and then I get to that day and I'm just physically unable to stand. It's just what it is, and it's really demotivated because I want to do stuff, I want to talk, but I just can't do it physically. So that's what this is about. I'm gonna take some time off. I think if you're in my Discord, you already know, but I'm taking till October 16th off at least from pretty much all content creation while I take some time to really think about what I want to do. VR chat, I love VR chat, and I love Pokemon, and I love MMOs, and I love doing variety streams, but at the moment, it's really difficult for me to do everything because I just have no energy, and I'll plan something out, and I'll get to it, and it's just impossible for me to do. With that being said, I've got to think about what I'm doing in the future. So while I'm taking a break, I'm gonna be resting, trying to sleep more, trying to spend time relaxing. But I'm also going to think about what I want to do, because I'd like to still do content creation. I need to find a way of doing it that doesn't make it too difficult to continue doing. I was literally posting 2 times a day on Twitter every single day, streaming 3 days a week, usually 2 to 4 hours every single stream, editing YouTube videos, taking photos, posting photos, there's a lot of stuff. I was doing a lot of stuff. There's Patreon, there's everything. But as for now, I'm gonna sit down and work out what I want to do schedule-wise and what I could handle without pushing myself too far, because the burnout just comes from the fact I physically can't handle doing all these things anymore. I want to do all these things, and then I feel bad because I can't deliver on these things that I feel like I should be able to do, but physically can't because my body won't let me. I want to work around the foot pain, obviously. It's gonna be something that I have to deal with for quite a while. Don't know if it's ever gonna get better. No one's, like I said earlier, no one knows what's wrong with me. I just have to keep taking tests until we can figure out maybe what it is. But like I said, it's already been a year and I am exhausted. Over October, my plan is probably just testing out games and formats that I want to try. I already have some ideas that I'd like to do, but there's a pretty high chance that when I come back and start doing things more consistently, that it'll be very different. VR chat is something I love a lot. And I want to be brutally honest with you when I say that what I like doing in VR chat and what I feel like am good at is becoming harder to get noticed. There's nothing against, I personally feel nothing against like what other people want to do when they're in this space and what they want to do with VR chat. But me personally, as I grow up and, as I make more content, I don't want to chase trends. Like if you want to show yourself off on stream and be sexy, and that is, fight in this constant battle of like people just bending the rules, breaking the law, bending the rules to what works for them, that's absolutely fine, and you should feel, empowered when doing that. But for me, that's just like not what I'm interested in doing. Like, I miss the days where I could just get on and talk about dumb shit, and then, people would enjoy that. Like, it definitely still is there, and there's still market for it, but like the energy required for me to do it, it's just really hard. And I don't want to keep pushing when I feel like it's so hard to continue doing. So I think VR chat will just be something that I use sparingly from now on, where it's like I have an idea, I'll do something there, but if I don't, I just probably won't stream it. Not that I don't want to be part of the VR chat community, because I love the VR chat community. It's just like very different from what it was from when I started. And I don't think it's bad. I think there's a lot of things that are very good in VR chat, a lot of really great communities in VR chat. But for me, like the streaming side of VR chat has become its own issue. I just can't keep up with it anymore. And I don't want to. I feel like I could be doing other things that are more interesting for you guys to watch. Yeah, the main thing is like I want to switch to content that I can easily make and provide and feel good about, feel creative, and just do regularly, rather than push myself to do things that are like trendy or, put me out in a way that I don't think really shows me off. It shows like maybe just my avatar off, you know what I mean? Like, the channel will always be about me as a person and not like just this. So it'll probably be really different when I'm like getting back into the full stream of things. I have some ideas of where I want to go and what I think I would work. As of now, I'm just gonna relax, really think hard about what I want to do and what will work for me, and hopefully what will work for you. That being said, I think the biggest thing to say is like, if you enjoy my content, if you enjoy the person I am, and not necessarily just all this, but like who I am as a person, then stick around. There'll be some stuff in a couple months. We're going to be doing Pokemon Legends ZA when that comes out, and then lots of Guild Wars 2 when that comes out like a week or so later. And then after that, it'll be more structured again. I might do like variety Pokemon Guild Wars every single week, and we'll just see how that goes. But for now, I just want to say you're awesome, be kind to yourself, and I will enjoy my break, and I hope to see you when I get back.